looking live at the Trojan Trench in Bourbon, Indiana, as tonight it's the final night of the regular season for boys basketball in Indiana. The Triton Trojans looking to win an outright conference title for the first time since 2017, and standing in their way, the Knox Redskins on this edition of the 46 Game of the Week. Hello everyone, Angel DiCarlo alongside the Hall of Famer Bo Hunt with Craig Heatherly on the sidelines. Chuck Freeby has the night off. Bo, no question, Knox coming into this game struggling a little bit. Just 6-14 on the season, have lost 7 of the last 8 games. But the new season begins next year. How big is tonight for them with the opportunity to kind of get some momentum heading into sections?
Well, I think the biggest thing with them is they need to find their identity, and they've taken a long time to do that. This is their last opportunity to do that. They have a lot of multi-sport athletes on this team, a lot of seniors as well, 4 included in the starting lineup. And I think the biggest thing is they really need to get a little bit of momentum going into next week, and it starts tonight.
Meanwhile, plenty on the line for the Triton Trojans at 15-6, undefeated in the Hoosier North Athletic Conference. They have won a share of the conference title. They don't want to share it. They want to win it outright, and they can do so with a victory here tonight.
Yeah, when you look at this Triton team, I think one of the biggest things you look at, they had 1 senior last year. They only have 1 senior this year. I think one of the biggest things is these kids have been playing, even though most of them are sophomores and juniors, they were playing last year as freshmen and sophomores. There's a lot of experience on this team. Their record shows it, and on senior night tonight, they would love nothing better to win the conference outright undefeated.
Craig Heatherly joining us on the sidelines here tonight. Craig, Jacob Pitney is their lone senior, as Bo mentioned here tonight. He hasn't played in the last three games because of injury. They've lost 2 of them. Having that type of player back in the lineup here tonight, even if he doesn't play a whole lot, how much does that boost the morale of a young team?
Just huge. I mean, it's senior night. Coach Groves is in that locker room looking at each player right now and saying, yeah, we're playing for an outright title tonight, but more importantly, we're playing for our senior, Jacob. So I don't care if you play for 32 minutes tonight or 0 minutes. Give us everything you've got, and that, Anj, is a competitive advantage.
All right, Craig, thank you very much. One team is looking to win an outright conference championship. The other is looking to be the spoiler. Both teams looking to build momentum heading into sectionals next week. We've got starting lineups and the keys to the game right after this on the 46 Game of the Week.
This is the WHME TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Bill's Heating, Health Markets, Tony Letcher, St. Joseph County Police Department, Tire Rack, HealthLink, Crown Trophy, Ben's Soft Pretzels, API St. Andrews Products, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, and the IHSAA.
This edition of the 46 Game of the Week is brought to you by the St. Joseph County Police Department. Join the team and help protect and serve our community. Welcome back inside the Trojan Trench at Triton High School, and it's time now for the St. Joseph County Police Department pregame show as we look at our key players and keys to win. And we start with the 6-14 Knox Redskins, and it starts with Miles McLaughlin, outstanding football player, also averages 11.8 points per game and leads the team in steals with 34, as well as Rowan Jordan, a 6'3 senior guard, averaging 8.9 points per game, leads the team in rebounds at 6.4 rebounds per game, also leading the way in assists at 3.2 assists per game. The keys to win for Joe Eskridge and the Knox Redskins.
The keys to win tonight for the Redskins, they need to have quality shots on offense. They need to work for their best shot, best opportunity. Don't force anything. They need to stay disciplined on defense. No backdoor cuts or anything like that. And rebound, rebound, rebound. They have the height advantage, so they need to make sure they take advantage of that. Here's Joe Eskridge on the importance of tonight's game.
Yeah, we'd like to come over here and have a good performance, get some momentum back, where we struggled here the last week or so. And, get some momentum, get something to feel good about, go into the tournament. Our guys are in practice here this last week. They practiced well, and I look for a good performance from our guys tonight.
For the Triton Trojans, they are 15-6 on the season, 6-0 in the HNAC, and they are led by Tanner Witt-Hoyo, a 6-foot junior forward who leads the team in both scoring and rebounding, 11.8 points and 5.2 rebounds per game. And a late addition to the starting lineup is the guy we talked about in our open, Jacob Pitney, a 6'3 senior forward. He wasn't originally planning to play in this game, got cleared today and is back in the lineup. He's their lone senior, averaging 6.1 points per game. The keys to win for Jason Groves and the Triton Trojans.
The keys to win tonight for the Trojans, they need to be good ball and player movement on the offense. They strive on that on their offensive sets. They need to be aggressive on both sides of the ball, especially on defense. And again, rebounding. They have a height disadvantage, so they need to make sure they box out at all times. Here's Jason Groves in his 19th season on playing for an outright title.
This is huge. I mean, before the season, that's one of our goals, to win the conference, and to win it outright will be really special for these kids, especially Jacob, our only senior. And we got a young group, and we're excited about them, but, this just shows our potential.
This has been the St. Joseph County Police Department pregame show. We've got your starting lineups and opening tip on the final game of the regular season in Indiana. Triton and Knox are next on the 46 Game of the Week.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
We're going to make a comeback.
You guys come out and you make a difference. Like, you change the game for us. When our players see you and hear you, it makes all the difference in the world. We have the vision of great things.
And give us a chance to show you again that we're moving in that direction.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance. And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their two-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the Knox Redskins and your Triton Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of the Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Knox as our guest at tonight's contest. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of respect and good sportsmanship throughout today's contest. Your cooperation and positive support are greatly appreciated. Now will you please rise? And gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as our freshman, Miss Jillian Bewis, sings our national anthem.
This edition of the 46 Game of the Week is brought to you by Tire Rack, TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. As we are getting set for the starting lineups, here is Bo Hunt with the look of both Knox and Triton.
First off, for Knox, they're sponsored by the Knox Athletic Boosters. They proudly support all the student athletes that work so hard in the classroom and on their sport. The Knox Athletic Boosters are here to help them succeed. Miles McLaughlin, the 5'8 sophomore, leads with the best 24 threes made on the season. Rowan Jordan, the 6'3 senior, leads the team in rebounds, blocks, and assists. Jaden Strong, the 6'2 senior, averaging 4 a game. Logan Taylor, he's the homecoming king during the football season. And Caleb Schwant, the 6'4 senior, averaging 9.5 a game. And now for the home team, the Triton Trojans, with a record of 15-6. They are sponsored by the Triton Athletic Department. They wish the Trojans basketball team a great game tonight, and they wish all their student athletes a successful season in the classroom and with your athletic endeavors. They are proud members of the Hoosier North Athletic Conference as well as the IHSA. Dante Workman, the 6' junior, leads the team in assists and steals. Julian Swanson, the 5'9 sophomore, averaging 8 a game. Gage Rifle, the 6' sophomore, he's their three-point specialist. The lone senior, Jacob Pitney, the 6'3 senior, he's also our 46 student athlete. And Tanner Witt-Hoyo, averaging 11.5 a game, and he's one of the most improved players that Coach Groves has coached in the last 19 years.
Take a look at the series history, and it doesn't get much more even than this between these two teams. Triton leads 22-21. The first meeting back in 1974. Knox did win the last meeting by 10 points a year ago. And your officials here tonight, Bob Neff, Donald Sills, and Lane Meeks. And we're ready to go. Triton and Knox in our TV46 game of the week. Triton looking to win an outright Hoosier North Athletic Conference Championship for the first time since 2017. Currently sharing the title with Laville, but trying to win it outright. Here's Knox with the ball to start the game. 6-14 on the season, 3-3 overall in the league play. Their best win of the season over Winnemac. They've lost 7 of their last 8 games, in part to Jake Conroy, their junior, being out for the season with a shoulder injury, a critical glue guy being out for them right now.
As Knox works the ball around, remind you that Hartzell Farm Aetna Elevators are first quarter sponsor tonight.
As there's the bucket, the bank open for Caleb Schwant as he hits the bucket, and Knox gets the early lead 2-0. Triton coming in at 15-6, 6-0 in the HNAC. Their best wins on the season. Well, they've had plenty of them. They have 15 wins, right? And they've lost 2 out of the last 3, however, and got a big win over Culver on Wednesday night. And they'll host Culver next week to open up sectionals here at the Trojan Trench.
Talked about the height advantage that Knox has on Triton tonight, but that a great offensive rebound here to start the game already for Triton.
Dante Workman gets the ball inside. Missed shot and a rebound for Schwant for the Redskins. They'll work the ball around. And it is Logan Taylor giving up for Rowan Jordan. Jordan, the quarterback from football season. Of course, Knox runs the ball on almost every play, but Jordan was the signal caller, of course, getting everybody ready on what was otherwise a pretty young squad. And you saw him giving the ball up to Miles McLaughlin, who had 2,500 yards rushing during his sophomore season for Knox. Slow tempo here out of the gate as McLaughlin has it back to Jordan. Jordan loses the handle, a steal, and here comes Triton the other way. Won't get the bucket, they're fouled, and they'll go to the free throw line.
First quarter sponsor, Hartzell Farm Aetna Elevator salutes Triton on a great season. They're specializing in custom feed recipes for your animals. Hartzell Farm Aetna Elevator also carries the highest quality dog and cat food. Visit aetnaelevator.com.
Julian Swanson, a 5'9" sophomore, heading to the free throw line, a 69% free throw shooter. And he makes the first of 2 there. Now Jacob Pitney, who played a few minutes here early on, heads to the bench. And not sure if we'll see him again or not. He wanted to play here on senior night. Cool to see him back out there. They want him healthy for sectionals next week.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting a bunch of hugs by his teammates right there. So, I mean, you could tell he was in a boot before the game, hobbling a little bit as they're doing warm-ups and everything. You know, they already have the conference won. It'd be nice, yes, to win it outright, you know, by yourself. But again, sectional is just around the corner.
Begins Wednesday night for Triton, so they definitely want him ready to go. Here's the pass inside and the bucket for Jaden Strong, who goes up strong for 2 there, does the 6'2" senior. 4-2 Knox here in the early going of this contest. Knox shooting just 40% from the field this season, so a good start for the Redskins. Jumper won't go, and the rebound comes down to Logan Taylor. Rowan Jordan now, covered by Dante Workman, one of the top defenders on this Triton squad. Get it inside, losing the handle, but Schwant recovers. Picks it back out. Good defense here early on for Triton. Knox has made a couple of their shots, but Triton has prevented them, for the most part, from getting very good looks. Try to get it inside. Kick it back out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, tough shot, off the mark and out of bounds. And it'll be Triton basketball.
Yeah, we talk about one of their keys to win, really working for that good shot. They worked that whole time trying to get a good shot, and Miles just kind of took an off-balance shot there, kind of forced it just a little bit.
Triton looking for their first field goal here of the game with 4:40 to play here in the first quarter as you take a look at it on our TireRack.com scoreboard. Pass inside to Workman, And they're going to say it's a turnover against Triton as he loses the handle. Workman, a point guard for most of the season. Now with Jacob Pitney off to the bench, he'll move to the 4. That sometimes happens when you're a 1A school and don't have much size.
Yep. I mean, Pitney's 6'3". Other than him, not one player on Triton's roster is over 6 foot.
Rowan Jordan inside. He's hit hard. And Jordan will go to the free throw line now to shoot 2. Tanner Witt-Hoyo with the foul on the play. No question there. And Jordan heads to the free throw line.
Anna Gilsinger with RE/MAX congratulates Triton on a great season. Make your home a miracle home and help Anna support Riley's Children's Hospital. Visit annagilsinger.remax.com for all your real estate needs.
Jordan is a 65% free throw shooter, makes both free throws. Ranked 4th in the senior class here at Knox High School. Was our 46th student athlete of the week back during the postseason when Knox defeated West Noble. So 6-2 Knox here, midway through the first quarter. Workman driving inside, gives it up late, and they get the bucket. As that's Caden Large with the bucket for Knox, or for Triton, excuse me.
Caden Large, the 5'11" junior, coming in the game, getting some playing time with Pitney out.
And now a reach-in foul called against Triton.
I think that's going to be on Landon Patrick.
Patrick also into the game. He has been the point guard since Pitney went down with the injury. Non-shooting foul, so here comes the inbound to Jordan. A drive inside and a bucket there for Logan Taylor.
For not shooting very well this season, they're really coming out strong and making all their buckets.
A good start here for Knox, and now a turnover, and here come the Redskins in transition. Jordan inside. He gets it to go. It's 10-8. 10-4, excuse me. Knox up by 6, and a timeout here by Triton. Brought to you by Whitney Swanson of Ruoff Mortgage. We're back after this on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by Imagineering Finishing Technologies, IFT, where quality is a way of life. There you see Joe Eskridge in his 6th season as a head coach, 72-71 overall, 19-24 in his 2nd year at Knox. Had great success at Oregon Davis in 4 seasons, winning 2 sectional titles, and then stepped away because he wanted to watch his daughter be a 3-sport athlete at Knox. Joined her as an assistant on that team, and then when the job opened up last year, he became the boys coach. And now his team out to a big 10-4 lead early on here against Triton. Lots of traffic. Triton able to hang on to possession. Workman gives it up for Gage Riffle. Riffle, shot won't go. And here comes Knox, who, as Bo mentioned before the break, shooting the ball very well here in the early going, despite not being a very good shooting team for most of the season. Knox just 6 wins this season, and here they are up by 6 in the early going. Shot rims off for Jaden Strong, and here comes Triton the other way. Workman passes it out, finds the open man. 3-pointer won't go for Swanson.
That's the area Triton really likes to live out there in that 3-point land. When they're playing well, they're knocking down those threes.
34% 3-point shooting team, and it's not going their way early on here as that ball is knocked out of bounds.
Bourbon Street Pizza is serving up slices of happiness at all 8 locations, featuring the freshest ingredients and cheesiest goodness, and that perfect crust you can't resist. Discover all 8 Bourbon Street Pizza locations at bourbonpizza.com. And a big thank you for Bourbon Street Pizza for feeding our production crew prior to the game.
Caleb Schwant Tries to find a cutting man, and a travel called against Knox. And Triton will get the ball back here with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter, down by 6, 10-4.
Each team with 2 turnovers here in the first quarter early on. I really like the way Knox is playing. They seem like the more physical team out here. I know they have a lot more seniors and upperclassmen than what Triton does, even though their record's only 6-14. They're playing really physical out there.
Good ball work here by Triton. And a foul called here against Knox. Non-shooting foul here. And Triton will have an inbound.
McLaughlin picking up his first foul. Second foul on Knox.
Landon Patrick will inbound, and now a foul called on the screen here against Triton, and it'll go. Knox will get possession here, as that is the second foul now on Tanner Whithoyo, the leading scorer and rebounder for Triton, who heads to the bench with 2 fouls.
Well, now you got Tanner Whithoyo out of the game, and their only senior, Jacob Pitney, not playing the rest of the game.
Here's McLaughlin in the corner. Puts up the tough shot, won't go. Ball tipped around, and it'll come down to Knox. They'll swing it around. Nice pass inside. Strong goes up strong and is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 as you take a look at the replay here.
Yeah, you can see Workman got across the arm just a little bit on that. Be 2 shots for Jaden Strong. Whitney Swanson with Ruoff Mortgage salutes the Triton boys on an incredible season. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, work with Whitney, your local lender. Contact Whitney Swanson with Ruoff Mortgage at whitneyswanson.com.
Nolan Short checking into the game for Knox as Caleb Schwank heads to the bench. Strong, a 54% free throw shooter, misses both free throws. Though you remember him from football season, had maybe the best play we saw from any player all season with a behind-the-back interception against West Noble.
That was really unbelievable the way he caught that pass and came down with it.
That was the type of season Knox had as they went all the way to semi-state in football for the first time in school history. And a lot of those players on this Knox basketball team. So they know how to win. They just have not been able to do it as much in basketball as they would like. Triton works the ball around, and another missed 3-point attempt. And here comes Knox the other way. Taylor in traffic. Has to find somebody, finds Jordan. McLaughlin for 3. Off the mark. Long rebound, though, for Logan Taylor. And here's Nolan Short with the trifecta. His 20th of the season. And how about Knox out to the 13-4 lead with under 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
I think Triton's just trying to regroup right here, get it into the break, take the last shot, regroup a little bit, and readjust for the second quarter.
Landon Patrick gives it off to Workman. Workman's shot is good. At the buzzer, Jordan. Would have counted, but it doesn't go in. Knox leading 13-6 after 1 as Strong goes in. Then Workman gives it off to Large. And Nolan Short, the big trifecta. Redskins up by 7 after 1 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week is brought to you by Bill's Heating, keeping families and businesses comfortable since 1951. Craig Heatherly joining us on the sidelines for our Bill's Heating sideline reports. Craig, we talked pregame about Triton having the certainly having the edge, but here's Knox ahead by 7. How is that possible right now?
Yeah, the biggest thing is points in the paint. Knox is getting a lot of stuff done around the basket. They've been the more physically tougher team on offense, but also on defense. They're doing an incredible job of keeping the ball in front and forcing Triton to take very difficult shots on the offensive end.
All right, Craig, thank you very much. Another thing, Bo, is again, we've talked about Jacob Pitney When he got hurt, they were up by 13 points on Plymouth last Saturday. They ended up losing the game. They also lost on Tuesday night. They came back and got the win over Culver on Wednesday. But this is a team still figuring themselves out with Pitney not playing. He started, but more of a ceremonial start. Played just 2 minutes, and now they are still figuring out who they are with him on the bench.
Yeah, I think here going into the second quarter, they just need to regroup. They need to move the ball a little bit more on offense, I think. Work for that better shot.
Landon Patrick running the point here with Pitney on the bench. And a missed three-pointer, and here comes Knox. Craig mentioned those quality shots that Knox is getting. They're certainly hitting at a higher rate than they have all season long, really. And certainly over the last month. McLaughlin double-teamed, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Landon Patrick.
1056 Brewing has outstanding burgers, pizzas, and craft beverages in a great family-friendly environment. 1056 is proud to have been named Business of the Year in Stark County and is deeply rooted in the community. Bring the whole family or the whole team for a great experience.
Here's a turnover, a steal by Triton, and Workman goes the length of the floor for the lay-in. Triton gets the first points of the second quarter. They're back within 5. McLaughlin to Logan Taylor.
Both teams are used to low-scoring games. Knox only averaging 48 a game, Triton only 51, so they're used to the low scores.
Here's a three, won't go for Knox. Loose ball, and Knox fighting for that loose ball, getting scrappy here early on. 50-50 balls also going Knox way here so far tonight.
Yeah, Knox just, as Craig said, just being the more aggressor, being a little bit more strong with that ball than what Triton is.
Knox not rushing anything here on this possession, or really any possession so far this evening. Taylor off the glass and in. He's got 4. It's 15-8 Knox.
Another great job of working that ball, just keep working for that good shot, and then finally getting in the paint for an easy bucket.
Swanson drives inside. The floater somehow gets it to drop. Well, maybe that's a way of turning things around for Triton, because that's the first one all night that seems to have gone their way when maybe it was looking like it wasn't. And here's a foul, and it'll be Triton basketball.
Yeah, Logan Taylor picking up his first foul there. Kind of a loose ball. They were all going for it, but they're going to call on Taylor. Ben Soft Pretzels has been supporting high school athletics since 2008. They believe that sports are an important part of a well-rounded education, and we're proud to support the next generation of athletes. Find Ben Soft Pretzels at the University Park Mall and at most major Notre Dame athletic events. Have a pretzel day.
Couple of changes in the lineup here for Knox, as Triton will inbound the ball. Swanson will bring the ball up the floor. He was the point guard a year ago, has moved more into a shooting guard role this season. Here's Swanson driving inside, off the glass, and that one won't drop in. So you got the hard one to go, and then the easy one rims off. Dirk Huff into the game for Knox. Rowan Jordan double teamed, able to pass it off to Schwann. Using his size, but the loose ball rebound comes down to Triton. Swanson won't go. Logan Taylor was the trailer, and he hits the three-pointer. 18-10. Knox up by 8.
Just the field goal percentage for Knox here in the first half compared to what they've been all year. I mean, only 40% on the year from field goal percentage and only 25 from three-point range. Just doing a great job here and knocking them down.
Jaden Obermeyer with the ball. Kicks it out to Swanson. Workman has the ball tipped. But it gets into the hands of Caden Large, who's been big off the bench. He now has 4.
Large only averaging 1 point a game already with 4 points.
But with Pitney out, other players got to step up, and he's one of them. Has turned into the 6th man for this team. 3:40 to play here, second quarter. Knox ahead by 5.
Knox is trying to work it to get that good shot. I love how patient they are. They're not trying to force it. They understand their type of game and what they're trying to do.
Dirk Huff trying to pass it inside, and just as Bo says that, they throw it away.
Lilliart Insurance Agency in Osceola believes in the importance of high school sports. They are locally owned and can assist with all your insurance needs. Visit realvalueins.com to learn more. Lilliart Insurance, real people, real service, real value.
Landon Patrick, 5'8" sophomore, bringing the ball up the floor. Gives it over to Obermeyer. And back to Patrick now.
Patrick's dad, Chad's on the bench over there for Triton.
And Patrick fouled going up for the shot, and he'll go to the free throw line. See the replay here. Contact from behind. And the foul called on Dirk Huff, his first. Just the second team foul here against Knox, as Patrick, a 78% free throw shooter, makes the first of 2.
This game's health tip is brought to you by HealthLink. Quality health insurance is linked to a healthier life. If you or someone you know needs help navigating the world of health insurance, HealthLink can help. Navigators can assist with enrolling in Marketplace, Medicare, and Medicaid health coverage at no cost to you. HealthLink offers medical, dental, vision, and more.
So Triton now within 3 here with under 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. Nolan Short with the bounce pass to Logan Taylor. Rowan Jordan now. McLaughlin, long 2, rims off, Workman the rebound. Workman averaging just over 3 rebounds a game this season for Triton.
Jason Groves setting up a play on the sidelines over there as they're coming down.
Here's Riffle for 3. He gets it to drop, and it's brought to you by Anna Gilsinger with Remax.
Oh, what a great job of calling up that play. Had a nice back pick by Workman to set up Riffle for that 3. Get them back tied 17-all here in the game.
And now a turnover, and Triton a chance to take the lead. It's blocked by Jordan. Fantastic defense by Rowan Jordan. And now a steal back the other way by Landon Patrick. And a foul whistled against Knox. And the Triton fans coming to their feet.
That's Logan Taylor's second foul for Knox.
1:37 to play, second quarter, tied at 17.
Only the 3rd foul here in the second quarter. Knox again, the fouls start over after every quarter. You have to get to 5 fouls and then 2 automatic free throws from that point forward.
Strong will come back into the game as Logan Taylor heads to the bench with 2 fouls. Try to prevent him from getting that 3rd foul here before the half. Here's Patrick. Reminder that Tanner Witt-Hoyo has been on the bench with 2 fouls for Triton. Patrick for 3, rims off. Workman the rebound. Putback won't go. And Knox finally comes down with it.
Yeah, Triton's been doing most of this here in the second quarter without Witt-Hoyo.
Ball's loose. And it's out of bounds, Triton basketball.
Imaginary Finishing Technologies in South Bend is globally known as the knowledge source for metal finishing solutions. Like the teams in this game, Imagineering is always working toward a great finish. And thank you, Imagineering, for your continued support of high school sports on TV 46.
Jaden Overmeyer finds the open man. Ripple for three. This one won't go. Still tied at 17 here. 45 seconds to play, second quarter. We'll see if Knox tries to play for the final shot of the quarter and whether or not Triton allows that to happen. .15 seconds to play. Now Jordan's got to move to make something happen. And Workman tried to get the steal, and he's whistled for the foul.
Yeah, it's only his second, but it is his second here in the first half. I was surprised that they didn't maybe get up and force him, since Triton actually had no fouls in the period. They had a couple fouls they could have given up with maybe some guys off the bench and maybe getting up on him just a little bit more, putting some more pressure on him.
And now with that second foul, Workman will head to the bench. They definitely don't want him to get that third in the final 7 seconds here of the first half. Here's a steal at the buzzer, won't go. And we'll head to the half, tied at 17 between Knox and Triton. Let's head down to the floor to Craig Heatherly with Jason Groves.
Coach, slow start in the first quarter, but you guys turned things around in the second quarter. What was it?
Just defense. We got after it defensively. We're a little bit more patient offensively. We got to work the ball a little bit and get moving a little bit before we start penetrating.
What's the message to the team here at halftime?
Just relax, slow down a little bit. I think we're going a little bit too fast, a little nerves. We got to do a better job containing them down here on the defensive end.
Coach, good luck in the second half. Back to you guys.
Craig, thank you very much. Couple three-pointers were critical for each team in this one. Logan Taylor and then Gage Ripple. Beautiful look. Tied at 17 at the half. Your Tony Letcher Health Markets Student Athletes of the Week are next on 46. Time now for our 46 Student Athletes of the Week, presented by Tony Letcher with Health Markets. We have Jacob Pitney, a senior at Triton High School, alongside Miles McLaughlin, a sophomore for Knox. We'll start with Miles, who, of course, is an exceptional football player, a member of the basketball team and runs track. But what a year you had in football. Let's start there, Miles. You guys go to semi-state for the first time ever. 2,500 yards rushing for you in one season, and you break your dad's all-time rushing record. What was last season like for you?
I mean, it was straight up incredible. Never really thought we could have a season like that, just because no one's ever done it in school history. And when we got to that point, I just kept pushing, and when we got there, I was amazed.
How did it feel to break Dad's record as a sophomore?
It was even better because I was a sophomore, but I've been dreaming about that since I was little. I've always told everyone I was going to do it, so yeah, it was awesome.
What's allowed you to be so successful in so many sports so young in your career?
I think everyone that's been pushing me, my family, my friends, my coaches, everyone just pushes me to be my best, and yeah.
What does it mean to you to be a part of the Knox community?
It's awesome. Everyone's amazing here, always talking me up, helping me get my name out there, and I love them.
Miles, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jacob Pitney, a senior here at Triton High School, member of the basketball team and baseball team, has a 3.55 GPA. How do you balance everything between academics and athletics?
You know, you always have sports, but then academics come first, so you really got to go hard in the classroom and then focus on sports later.
You're going to go to Marian University at Ancilla, play baseball there, study business. Tell us a little bit about the college plan and how excited you are for it.
Oh, it means a lot. Just to get to play baseball in college, that's been a dream of mine ever since I was a young kid, and getting into play for my dad, he's a coach there, so it means a lot to have him as a coach for me one last time. I started my career with him, I'm going to end it with him, so it means a lot.
And then finally, what does being a Triton Trojan mean to you?
Just showing pride, whether it's in the classroom or outside for the community, just helping out and just be an amazing person, and everyone's supportive. So really, all the support helps a lot.
Jacob, thank you very much. Congratulations. Miles, congratulations one more time. Miles McLaughlin from Knox, Jacob Pitney from Triton, our 46 student athletes of the week, presented by Tony Letcher with Health Markets. We have your first half stats and highlights right after this. You're watching the TV46 Game of the Week. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned. 17-17 at the half as we welcome you back inside the St. Joseph County Police Department halftime show. Angelo DiCarlo, Bo Hunt. Interesting game so far.
Yeah, I mean, we got two teams that are compatible in the way they're playing. Triton got the better record, of course. Knox has got, much more advanced as in seniors and size-wise and stuff like that, and they're playing to that strength, and they're doing a great job of being the more physical team out here tonight.
Well, it was Knox early on in this one, then Triton dominating the second quarter. Let's show you the highlights and show you how this one came to be 17-17 at the half. Early on, it's Jaden Strong with the bucket, then Dante Workman dishing it off, and Triton gets the bucket there from Caden Large. Opposite way, a bucket for Rowan Jordan. And Nolan Short hits a big three-pointer here. And Knox led by 6 after 1. Dante Workman with the short-range jumper. And then Workman inside for the lay-in. He had 4. Those were both of his buckets. How about the 3 here from Logan Taylor? He scored 7. And then Triton making their comeback late in the half. They needed this one badly from Gage Ripple as he hits the big three-pointer. As you take a look at the brackets right now, Triton will host the sectional in 1A, and they will open up next week against Culver Community. That actually will be a Wednesday night game against Culver Community in Class 1A Sectional 50. Meanwhile, Knox is in the Tippecanoe Valley Sectional in Class 3A, and Knox has to face the host team, Tippy Valley, in the semifinals coming up on Friday night. And what's on the line here tonight is Triton trying to win an outright Hoosier North Athletic Conference championship, as they are right now, if they lose the game, they'll share it with LaVille. If they win, they'll be outright conference champions. So both certainly a lot to play for here in the second half for Triton.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot to play for to win it outright. Again, Whit Holyo was out for most of that second quarter. Pitney's out for the rest of the game. So they got to really come together. They got to get some bench players to come up and really give an effort that they really need here in the second half to pull this out.
Before we go to break, a little shout out, a couple of big birthdays this weekend. Josh Kellogg, our technical director, turning 30, and little Lily DiCarlo, 3 years old this weekend. So happy birthday to all of our fine members of the 46 family. We've got your third quarter action right after this on the 46 Game of the Week. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week is brought to you by the IHSAA, keeping education in front of athletics. Our factoids tonight brought to you by Bourbon Street Pizza. Triton 15-1 when giving up 50 points or less, and 1-5 when giving up more than 50. Well, it certainly looks like they're going to give up less than 50 here tonight, but they're tied at 17 at the half. Joe Eskridge, the head coach of Knox, just spoke with Craig Heatherig. Craig, what did he have to say about that first half?
Yeah, he said he liked how they came out of the gate, strong with the basketball, getting great shots around the rim. Went a little bit cold offensively there in the second quarter, but his message to the team was possession by possession, one at a time. Let's continue to compete on both ends of the floor, and we'll see how this thing shakes out.
Thanks, Craig, for that. Remember, TireRack.com. They're our scoreboard sponsor for the TV46 Game of the Week. Since 1979, Tire Rack has been helping people find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. They're also well known for supporting the Michiana community. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Second half underway here, tied at 17. Triton and Knox. And again, Triton trying to win an outright conference championship here tonight. Knox trying to be the spoilers and get some momentum after losing 7 of their last 8 games. Here's a steal by Triton to start the second half. Nice bounce pass inside, and Tanner Whit-Hoyo gets the bucket. He didn't play much of that second quarter with those 2 fouls, and making his presence felt there with the bucket. Beautiful pass by Julian Swanson.
First points of the night for Tanner.
That's big, because he's the leading scorer at just under 12 points per game. Coach Groves calling him one of the most improved players in his 19 years at Triton High School. Was a B and C team player and then has blossomed here over the last year. Off the steal, the bucket for Landon Patrick, and Triton scores the first 4 points of the third quarter.
2 big steals for Triton to get those 4 points here early in the second half.
Shot won't go for Jaden Strong, and now Triton looking to continue their early run here in the third. As expected, Jacob Pitney not starting here in the third quarter. Got the ceremonial start on senior night, played about 2 minutes and then headed to the bench. They're hoping to get him ready to go for next week. Here's the 3, won't drop for Dante Workman, and the ball goes out of bounds.
St. Joe County Police Department is here to protect and serve our community. They're looking for more people to join their team. Employment opportunities for high school graduates are available, and they offer outstanding benefits and a true family environment on their team. Learn more at sjcindiana.com/employment.
McLaughlin can't get the bucket, but then gets the rebound. They find the open man, and the three-pointer is good for Nolan Short. He averages just 4 points per game, has 2 3-pointers in this game, now 21 on the season, and that gets Knox back within 1.
6 huge points off the bench for Nolan Short for this Knox Redskin team.
Ripple for 3, and he drops the tray, brought to you by Ann Gilsinger of Remax.
Anna Gilsinger with Remax, our 3-point sponsor tonight for Triton. They congratulate the Triton Trojans on a great season.
Swanson looked like he wanted to unload one. Here's Riffle. Good defense there by Strong. Hoyo has the ball stripped away, and Jaden Strong gets this steal.
First turnover of the second half for Triton.
Trojans up by 4. It was tied at 17 at the half. Knox had a 6-point lead after 1. Good ball work here by Knox. Jordan drives in, shot won't go. Tipped around, and the rebound for Knox. And it's Jaden Strong. He has 4 here tonight.
Jaden Strong in the right place at the right time on that rebound. A long one coming out, and good putback going up strong for him.
He's second on the team in offensive rebounds, showing it right there with a big putback. Shot won't drop for Landon Patrick. Short the rebound. Here comes McLaughlin in transition. Behind the back. Lose the handle. And the ball's knocked out of bounds.
Third turnover for Knox. McLaughlin going in a little out of control there. The Triton Athletic Department wishes the Trojans basketball team a great game tonight, and they wish all their student athletes a successful season in the classroom and with their athletic endeavors. They are proud members of the Hoosier North Athletic Conference as well as the IHSA.
Ball knocked out of bounds with 3:58 to play in the second quarter. Triton ahead 24-22. Dante Workman, one of the returning starters from last year's team. Triton only had 1 senior last year and only 1 senior this year. Their leading scorer from last year was Cole Shively, the quarterback from the football team, but decided not to play basketball for his senior season. And a foul called here on the floor against Knox.
Like Workman got great position and got kind of undercut by Knox. Not sure if that's going to be Strong or it's actually going to be Roland Jordan, his second.
Patrick inbounds it to Workman. And a ball tipped out of bounds, and it'll be a Triton inbounds pass coming up.
Looked like a high pass by Patrick at first, and then when you actually looked at it, you saw the finger go off the Knox Redskin finger.
Long 3, won't go. But the rebound by Swanson. They get it back to Riffle. Riffle dribble drives inside, it's blocked by Strong. And here comes Knox, looking to tie or take the lead. For the lead, a little short. McLaughlin gets the rebound. He goes up. And the rebound for Triton. And a foul called.
McLaughlin, leading scorer for Knox, still is not on the scoreboard as of right now.
Averages 11.8 points per game.
The Knox Athletic Boosters proudly support all the student athletes that work so hard in the classroom and on their sport. The Knox Athletic Boosters are here to help them succeed. Big shout out from the Knox Athletic Booster Club to the Knox Redskins.
Caden Large stopped his dribble in the backcourt and realized, I got to give it to somebody. Nice pass underneath and the bucket for Tanner Witt Hoyo. So you see the difference with Whit Hoyo back in the game for Triton after sitting out much of the second quarter with 2 fouls. Trojans up by 4. One thing we've noticed here a little bit in the second half is Knox has maybe rushed shots a little bit more than they did in that first half, though.
Yeah, they haven't taken as much time like they did in the first half, working for that good shot, working to get it in the paint. Greg talked about it earlier. When they dominated that first quarter, they got it in the paint a lot more.
Here's Strong. Now Taylor. Nolan short for 3, won't go. Rowan Jordan the rebound. Jordan, off-balance shot, won't go, and Riffle the rebound for Triton. In transition, nice pass to Whit Hoyo for the bucket and the foul.
What a great job by Gage Riffle, driving the ball up the court. A nice little look and dump off to Tanner. Bucket and the bump. Triton with a chance to go up by 7 here in the third period.
We might see that one again a little bit later on, post-game. 28-22 as Whit Hoyo looking to try to complete the 3-point play.
Anna Gilsinger with RE/MAX congratulates Triton on a great season. Make your next home a miracle home and help Anna support Riley's Children's Hospital. Visit annagilsinger.remax.com for all your real estate needs.
Back after this on 46 with Triton up by 6. Timeout brought to you by Whitney Swanson of Ruoff Mortgage. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by Bensoft Pretzels, serving our community one pretzel at a time. And let's take a look at our Bensoft Pretzels trivia question. Triton is a consolidation of 3 towns. What are they? I'll give you a few minutes to think about that one.
Well, we're in Bourbon, so we know it's Bourbon.
Well, very good, Bo. So
Yep.
there's 2 more for you guys to figure out. Whit Hoyo with the free throw. And, man, what a difference. And he heads to the bench now, but he did not score in that first half, sat most of it with the foul trouble, and now 7 points here in the third quarter, and it's a 7-point lead for Triton.
Knox going back to working that ball around the perimeter, trying to get it inside, trying to get guys open. Triton with that relentless D right now.
Here's the drive and a foul called. And we can answer our Bensoft Pretzels trivia question. Triton, a consolidation of 3 towns. What are they? The answer, you know it?
Etna Green, Bourbon, and Tippecanoe.
Well, it popped up on the screen for you. That
I
kind
knew Etna.
Yeah, Etna Green. Tippecanoe is
Tippecanoe's the one that we always forget about.
Well, you kind of assume it would be Tippecanoe Valley.
Yeah.
And, well, there are a bunch of different schools out in the valley of the Tippecanoe. Thank you to Bensoft Pretzels, as always, for being our trivia question sponsor.
Wayne Reichert picking up that last personal for Triton. Getting a little bit of playing time here.
Under a minute to play here in a fast-moving third quarter. Shot won't go, ball's loose, and we got a football scramble out there, and
But they're going to call actually a foul on Miles McLaughlin.
Foul on McLaughlin, yeah. Figured you just get, let's take a look at the replay here, Bo.
Yeah, you usually don't get called for that on that unless you're being a little bit too rough on that. You can see the air ball there, little scrum for the ball. I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, his arm's on him, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised they called that, but, you know.
Hartzell Farm Aetna Elevator salutes Triton on a great season, specializing in custom feed recipes for your animals. Hartzell Farm Aetna Elevator also carries the highest quality dog and cat food. Visit aetnaelevator.com.
37 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Triton has increased their lead to 7, looking to make it 9 or maybe double digits here on this possible final possession of the third quarter. Jason Groves calling it out. Workman gives it off. Now 10 seconds to play in the third period.
Back
nice
door.
pass underneath. And Whithoyo gets the bucket. At the buzzer, Jordan won't go. And the emotions riding strong here in Bourbon. They're looking to win an outright HNAC championship. Knox trying to play the spoiler. They'll have to make a big comeback. Triton up 9 as we head to the fourth on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week is brought to you by HealthLink, your community health center. As we head to the fourth quarter, Triton ahead 31-22. We head to the floor to Craig Heatherly. And Craig, obviously, the game has turned quite a bit in Triton's favor. What's been the difference for the Trojans in the third?
Yeah, for a second there, it felt like there was a shot clock going on with that pace picking up. But what happened with Triton was they got a lot of points there in transition. I think it was 7 points in transition in that third quarter. Both teams are doing an incredible job on the offensive end. When that shot goes up, they are crashing the glass hard. I guarantee both coaches in that timeout or in that circle are saying, get on the glass.
All right, Craig, thank you very much. We're ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Was 17-17 at the half. And Triton outscoring Knox 14-5. In that third quarter, and a travel here called against Triton to start the fourth.
Bourbon Street Pizza is serving up slices of happiness at all 8 locations, featuring the freshest ingredients, the cheesiest goodness, and that perfect crust that you can't resist. Discover all 8 Bourbon Street Pizza locations at bourbonpizza.com. And a big shout out for feeding our crew with their awesome pizza tonight.
Miles McLaughlin. Now Rowan Jordan and Jaden Strong. Knox trying to get something going. They had that offense clicking in the first quarter, but not much since. And Triton doing a great job defensively here, preventing opportunities. Schwann from the free throw line, gets it to drop. He's got 4.
Nice little turnaround jumper at the free throw line for Schwann. A lot of ball movement here to start the fourth quarter for both teams. Really trying to work it down, work for that good shot. Nice
Workman
take.
inside. Shot won't go.
Great take, just couldn't finish by Workman.
Rowan Jordan, that won't drop. And he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
1056 Brewing has outstanding burgers, pizzas, and craft beverages in a great family-friendly environment. 1056 is proud to have been named Business of the Year in Stark County and is deeply rooted in the community. Bring the family or the whole team for a great experience. 1056 Brewing, our timeout sponsor for Knox and our big sponsor for the night.
Rowan Jordan at the free throw line makes the first free throw. Second free throw won't go. And a loose ball rebound here. And here comes Triton the other way. Triton's lead is 6 here in the fourth. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Knox basketball.
Third turnover for Triton. Second here in the early parts of the fourth quarter.
As you take a look at Jason Groves, Triton has been grooving with Groves over 19 seasons. The 2008 state champions, 4-time state finalists, 9-time sectional champions, 321 wins, and my man is only 48 years old. Oh, and Jordan will head to the free throw line after he's fouled right there. Take a look at the replay here. No doubt about this one, Bo.
Yeah, I mean, just a great follow. Coming right over the top. Tanner picking up his 3rd foul on the night.
And Jordan back to the free throw line. And he hits the first.
Whitney Swanson with Ruoff Mortgage salutes the Triton boys on an incredible year. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, work with Whitney, your local lender. Contact Whitney Swanson with Ruoff Mortgage at whitneyswanson.com.
Jordan makes both free throws, and Knox now within 4, 31-27. Triton has yet to score here in the 4th, and they won't get one there, and a foul call.
Over the back on Workman, tried to go up and over. Knox able to possibly bring it down, get within 1 here just on this possession.
That factoid about Jason Groves earlier brought to you by Bourbon Street Pizza. 5:50 to play here in the ball game. Knox trying to pull within 1 possession.
Again, Knox just taking their time, working the ball.
Rowan Jordan inside and a travel called. We'll be right back on 46. Years of success. Back underway here as Ripple goes inside, can't get it to go. And Knox gets the rebound, down by 4 with 5:10 to play in the ball game. And now a steal by Landon Patrick. And Patrick, the bucket and the bump. That's a huge play for the sophomore guard.
What a great job by Landon Patrick, just picking the pocket here on the backside, taking it down, keeping his body control, understanding that he's going to get a little contact in there, getting the bucket and the bump.
And he did a great job. You could see him look behind himself and know where the defender was coming as he completes the 3-point play. And the lead back out to 7 here for Triton. And a steal for the Trojans. Patrick in transition. Patrick. And a charge kick foul call.
Miles did a good job of getting there, but it looked like he kind of got his body up underneath Patrick a little bit on the lean on that. Good job of hustling, getting the back.
Factoids tonight brought to you by Bourbon Street Pizza. And tonight is the final basketball game for Knox as a member of the Hoosier North Athletic Conference. Knox and LaVille will join the returning Northern State Conference next season.
Bremen, Glenn, Jimtown, and the newcomer, Tippy Valley, joining that conference.
The Hoosier North will gain a different set of teams. Oregon Davis and Argus will come in for non-football sports, and South Central will join in just football.
North Miami will be joining that, I believe, as well.
4:11 to play in the ball game.
Lilliard Insurance Agency in Osceola believes in the importance of high school sports. They are locally owned and can assist with all your insurance needs. Visit realvalueins.com to learn more. Lilliard Insurance, real people, real service, real value.
That's already the 5th team foul in this quarter for Triton. So now Knox will head to the free throw line the rest of the game, but unable to get the free points there, down by 7.
Knox just shooting 62% on the year.
And Strong misses both free throws. So midway through the fourth quarter, Triton with possession, up by 7. They led by 9 after 3. A near turnover, but Patrick getting the ball back. Riffle launches. Won't go. Riffle, the steady hand, three-point specialist, has only made one of those here tonight. Or 2, excuse me, this evening. Schwant loses the handle, gets it back. And Rowan Jordan just saving it before the backcourt violation. Jordan, tough shot, won't go.
Yeah, needed to pass that ball back out, but he was already committed.
And a timeout on the floor brought to you by Whitney Swanson of Ruup Mortgage. We're back after this on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by Tire Rack. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Our factoids tonight brought to you by Bourbon Street Pizza. And look, Triton doesn't want to share the conference championship. They're looking for their first Hoosier North title since 2017, their first outright. They did share it with LaVille in 2021. If Knox were to come back and win this one, it would be Triton and LaVille sharing it again here this season.
Yeah, there you saw the 3 state runner-up banners that Coach Groves took his teams to back in 09, 11, and 13, and the state championship in 08 that he took his team to. Storied career here coaching in the last 19 years for Coach Groves. Jason, a heck of a ball player at John Glenn. I had the luxury of facing him a few times in our careers.
954 career points. His old coach still apologizes for not getting him the chance to get to 1,000. Tanner Witt-Hoyo, meanwhile, coming through here for Triton, and they're back up by 9.
11 second half points for Tanner Witt-Hoyo.
McLaughlin, shot blocked. And a foul called, and 2 free throws coming up here for Knox.
Ben Soft Pretzels has been supporting high school athletics since 2008. They believe that sports are an important part of a well-rounded education, and we're proud to support the next generation of athletes. Find Ben Soft Pretzels at the University Park Mall, and at most major Notre Dame athletic events have a pretzel day.
Jaden Strong at the free throw line makes the front end. Schwant heading to the bench. Strong, a 54% free throw shooter. 3-sport athlete here at Knox. Misses the free throw. Ball's loose and the body's on the ground, and it'll be a foul called here against Knox.
I'm gonna call that on Jaden Strong.
And we're gonna look at the replay here and sort it out.
It looked like he had position on the ground, and
that's
wow.
I think they might just say he hit him. And a timeout here called by Knox, brought to you by 1056 Brewing, and we'll keep it here right now.
This game's health tip is brought to you by HealthLink. Quality health insurance is linked to a healthier life. If you or someone you know needs help navigating the world of health insurance, HealthLink can help. Navigators can assist with enrolling in Marketplace, Medicare, and Medicaid health coverages at no cost to you. HealthLink offers medical, dental, vision, and so much more.
Our next game on TV46 is next Friday, and it'll be in sectionals in 4A at Mishawaka. South Bend Riley facing the winner of Michigan City and Plymouth. See it next Friday at 11, Saturday at 9, and here is the sectional bracket from the Mishawaka Sectional 3. LaPorte and Mishawaka will go at it on the top half of the bracket. The winner faces Adams, and then Plymouth and Michigan City on Tuesday night, with the winner facing Riley next Friday on 46.
We got a chance to do, actually, me and you covered the Riley St. Joe game earlier in the year, and Baird's a special player for that Riley Wildcats team.
And I believe he's only gotten better from when we saw him. He's been playing really good basketball as of late. He's headed to Bethel next year, and it'll be great to see him in action against the co-champions of the NIC next week for the Riley Wildcats as they await either Michigan City or Plymouth. And if it's Michigan City, Tom Wells just picking up his 400th win a couple weeks ago. Veteran head coach for the Wolves. And a foul called here against Knox with 2:20 to play. Just their third team foul. Down by 8, 36-28.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend is globally known as a knowledge source for metal finishing solutions. Like the teams in this game, Imagineering is always working toward a great finish. Thank you, Imagineering, for your continued support of high school sports on TV 46.
Triton got to get the ball across the timeline. They do. Swanson then has a direct path to the lane and finally has it stripped out. And it'll be Triton ball. Last touch by Knox.
Yeah, at this point, Knox has to foul one more time before they can send Triton to the free throw line. So you're going to see him definitely be a little bit more aggressive.
And definitely were aggressive there off the inbound pass as Rowan Jordan got a whole piece of Dante Workman's jersey. And that's the fourth team foul. So one more foul here, and then they'll go to the line. Next foul will send Triton to the free throw line. Or excuse me. Are you going to say that was a shooting foul? They're going to say it was a shooting foul.
It's kind of like the ball was coming in. He did kind of like threw it up as he was getting the ball inbounds. See Heatherly down there shaking his head. Yeah, it was a shooting foul. He was right under that bucket.
And he makes one of two, so Triton goes ahead 37-28. 2:05 to play. And Knox throws it away.
8th turnover of the second half for Knox. Only 5 in the first half. Triton, on the other hand, only 6 total in the game.
And Triton has really settled down after that rough first quarter. And Triton will call a timeout here with 1:48 to play, up by 9. And we'll be back right after this on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week is brought to you by the St. Joseph County Police Department. Join the team and help protect and serve our community. We'll head down for a Bills Heating sideline report. Craig Heatherly joining us. Craig, obviously Triton, slow start and has really come together here late. What's been the difference in the second half for the Trojans?
I can't hear you. It's nuts down here. This Triton student section is just off the charts, tons of energy. They are bringing it. So I don't know what you said, but we're having a good time down here.
Wow.
What was the biggest difference with Triton here in the second half, Craig? Who stepped up for Triton here in the second half?
For Triton, you know what? That's a great question. It's their defense. I mean, I've got them down for 1 field goal made here in the fourth quarter. It's them by committee defensively. They really stepped it up and really put the clamps on Knox.
And Knox had 13 points after 1 quarter and only 28 now for the game.
Yeah.
So they had half their points pretty much in that first quarter, and since then it's been the big difference.
Yeah, and again, it's that defense that Craig talked about of Triton really getting up in your face and being really aggressive and not giving really some second chance opportunities for Knox either.
Tanner Witt-Hoyo to the free throw line. He's been fantastic in this second half, and he has been a difference maker until that missed free throw. He's been great.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's the leading scorer in the game, and he had 0 points at halftime.
Now at 11. And he misses the free throw, and Knox gets the rebound. Well, that's what Knox needed if they want to get back in this. Strong lose the handle. Workman the rebound. Workman in transition. And he's missing the layup. Whithoyo kicks it out, and Jason Groves saying, just hold the ball.
I like how he kicked it out, and Patrick had the ball out there wide open for the three, and he's just holding it because he's right in front of Coach Groves, yelling, hold.
You don't win 321 games in 19 seasons without good clock management down the stretch. As Landon Patrick, excellent free throw shooter, heading to the line. 5'8" sophomore. And here comes the second free throw now. And he misses. So Knox, still 10-point lead. They're gonna have to make this three to have any chance. Well,
wow.
And the worst thing that could happen other than the shot going in is the fact that it's a 3-shot foul, and that'll drive Jason Groves nuts right there.
Yeah, especially one of your leaders in Tanner Whithoyo, who's been in foul trouble all night, picks up his 4th foul there.
Nolan Short at the free throw line makes the first.
What a night for Nolan Short, coming in, getting some quality playing time. 7 points, only averages 4 a game.
Make it 8. And they'll need him to make it 9 and get within 7 with 1:18 to play. And then we'll see if Triton can make their free throws or not, but he misses the third. Workman gets the ball, and a foul called here against Logan Taylor. And Triton will head to the free throw line here with 1:14 to play.
Big shout out to all of our sponsors tonight, especially for Triton. We have our 3-point sponsors, Anna Gilsinger with Remax. Timeout sponsored by Whitney Swanson and Ruoff Mortgage, and 1056 Brewing. Timeouts for Knox tonight. Big shout out to Hartzell Farm, Etna Elevator as well, being our first quarter sponsor. And great job by everybody coming out and supporting Triton tonight. Big crowd here tonight.
Workman misses the second free throw. 9-point lead here, 1:10 to play. And a travel called against Miles McLaughlin, and that may seal the deal here and give Triton the opportunity to win their first outright conference title since 2017.
9 turnovers just in the second half for Knox.
And a foul. They'll send Caden Large to the free throw line.
That'll be Short's 5th foul. Caleb Schwant coming back into the game for the Redskins.
If 2017 doesn't sound that long ago, factor in the fact that everybody other than Pitney is an underclassman, and a lot of the guys on this team were 9, 10 years old. The last time, maybe 8, playing for Triton. The last time Triton won an outright conference title. So this is a big feeling for them. But probably driving Jason Groves a little crazy is the fact that Triton has missed some.
Their free throw shooting down the stretch here. I know that was one area that he really had those state runner-up teams. The state championship team was, their free throws percentages were ridiculously good during those runs.
1:08 to play. Triton is up by 10, 40-30. And a foul called against Landon Patrick. And Jason Groves just looks at him like, all right, come over here. Let's talk about this.
Patrick, just a sophomore. He's going to talk to him. Hey, we can't have that next week. We can't have that foul. We're up by 10. Yes, play aggressive, but we can't have that foul.
Craig, I'll come down to you here. How much of the teaching moments are in later parts of games when you're up by 9, 10 points heading into a sectional for Jason Groves here?
Yeah, I think even in the early parts of this season, there's tons of teaching moments at the end of the games. it's very hard to simulate these situations for the players. So at any point in the season, if you have the opportunity to have these teaching moments, you take advantage of it. Like in this situation here, it's all about taking care of the basketball, meeting passes, and stepping up to the line and knocking down big-time free throws. So that's something that coaches are always trying to simulate, are pressure free throws, so they can close out games like this.
That Knox timeout brought to you by 1056 Brewing, and we'll let you know that college basketball on Pulse FM 103.1 FM this weekend. You got Indiana at Penn State Saturday at noon, and then coming up Sunday at 2 p.m. on 103.1 FM, Purdue at Michigan. Should be a big weekend on 103.1 FM.
That football or, oh, that's basketball. That's basketball. Not football.
It's a bigger basketball game than football game for Purdue, certainly.
Well, I know that, you know, being a Michigan fan, you know, I was like, well,
you're a Michigan fan?
You're just not realizing that.
Wow.
That we won the national championship.
Wow. Here's the outlet pass and a very long outlet pass and a turnover here by Triton. A lot of juice on that pass, and Knox gets the ball back. And remember, here it's 40-32, Bo, 8-point lead, and Knox now has the ball. So suddenly they've got an opportunity here. Maybe the biggest problem for Knox is Short is out of the game, and he's been the three-point threat.
Yeah, he hit the 2 big three-pointers in the first half, and they just need to work it back inside. McLaughlin, first bucket of the night.
And another timeout here by Knox. We'll keep it here with Triton's lead down to 6, 40-34 with 47 seconds remaining. And Craig, I'll come to you here. What is Joe Eskridge saying to his squad here in this huddle to try to make this comeback?
Yeah, he's telling them, be aggressive. Be really tight to your man. We want deflections. If we can't get deflections, let's run a trap on the ball handler and try and get a steal on that first pass out of the trap. And then if not, let's get him back to the free throw line and keep working this game like we have to get it closer.
All right, Craig, thank you very much. Our factoids tonight brought to you by Bourbon Street Pizza. And we mentioned that Knox has lost 7 of their last 8 games, and it's all coincided with Jake Conroy being out for the season with a shoulder injury. Conroy, outstanding football player, is expected back after having surgery on that shoulder. It was actually an injury suffered during football season that they finally realized needed to be surgically repaired. He was an all-state player for Knox, 1,400 yards rushing, so they'll be happy to get him back for football, but not having him has been a big loss for them here on the basketball team.
Yeah, he's one of those special athletes that can play multiple sports, and not having him for the basketball season has hurt, but he'll be back again next year. He's only a junior, so he'll be back for the football season, healthy for that.
They've missed him the most defensively. He was their best perimeter defender for the first half of the season, and now the foul, and Triton will go to the free throw line here to shoot 2.
1056 Brewing has outstanding burgers, pizzas, and craft beverages in a great family-friendly environment. 1056 is proud to have been named Business of the Year in Stark County and is deeply rooted in the community. Bring the family or team down for a great experience.
Landon Patrick at the free throw line makes the free throw, and that makes it a 3-possession game as he pushes it to 41-34. Second free throw is good, and that was big, as now the lead for Triton up to 8 with just 44 seconds remaining. Now Knox will move the ball quickly up the floor. They don't have time to waste. They'll get it inside to McLaughlin. Now Rowan Jordan for 3. It's short and out of bounds, and Triton basketball with 33 seconds remaining. And Triton now sniffing and smelling that first outright conference title since 2017.
Again, senior night here. Jacob Pitney, the only senior on this squad. Again, we talked about he started the game. Be a great victory for his teammates to pull off for him tonight as well. McLaughlin on the foul. Swanson heading to the line for the Trojans.
And Swanson hits the first free throw.
Anna Gilsinger with RE/MAX congratulates Triton on a great season. Make your next home a miracle home and help Anna support Riley's Children's Hospital. Visit annagilsinger.remax.com for all your real estate needs.
Rowan Jordan. Under 30 to play here. Triton leads by 9.
Turnover, 10th of the half.
22 seconds remaining. And that's been one of the differences, as Bo mentioned, 10 turnovers in the third quarter alone. And now more free throws coming up here for Triton. With 20 seconds remaining.
Hartzell Farm Etna Elevator salutes Triton on a great season, specializing in custom feed recipes for your animals. Hartzell Farm Etna Elevator also carries the highest quality dog and cat food. Visit etnaelevator.com today.
Missing the free throw is Gage Riffle. Again, next Friday we'll have Riley versus the Michigan City Plymouth winner. Then next Saturday we'll be at the Elkhart sectional for that championship game. Another foul here called against on the floor. And this one will be against Triton. And now Knox will head to the free throw line. Just 12 seconds remaining, and it looks like we'll get some wholesale changes.
Dirk Huff knocking down the free throw for his third point of the night. Whitney Swanson with Ruoff Mortgage salutes the Triton boys on an incredible year. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, work with Whitney, your local lender. Contact Whitney Swanson with Ruoff Mortgage at whitneyswanson.com.
Curtain call for the Triton starters here, as Triton will look to inbound it here and try to finalize this game up by 7 with 10 seconds remaining. And they are fouled, and Triton will have more free throws. It's been a long final couple minutes here. Understandably, Knox has not gone away, so you would expect that they would not give up, and they haven't, and they fought to the finish here. And at the free throw line right now is Isaiah Veka, a 5'6" junior who sees limited time for the Triton varsity squad. Makes the free throw. He gets a big ovation here. 8 seconds remaining. Shot won't go. Schwant at the buzzer, it won't drop. Final score, Triton 44, Knox 36. The Trojans, the outright Hoosier North Athletic Conference champions for the first time since 2017, as they close out the regular season with a big victory, number 16 on the year. We wrap things up right after this on 46.
All right, we're here with the player of the game. Tanner, you scored all 11 points here in the second half, but I know you're a team guy. What's it mean to have your first outright title since 2017?
It means a lot to me. It means a lot that we could bring it up to the community and the school, and I'm really happy I could do it with my best friends.
You know, it's also senior night, and you weren't able to do it without you guys as lone senior. Tell us what he means to this team and how important it was for you guys to get this victory for him.
He is very important to us. He's our biggest encourager on the team. You know, it was a big loss to lose him in the Plymouth game, but I'm glad that we could pull through and get the win for him tonight.
Coach Groves, he's mentioned that you are his most improved player, and I think it's 18, 19 years. What kind of work do you put into the game to be able to have that type of performance?
I put a lot of work into the offseason, you know, playing down in the post. I'm undersized, but that doesn't matter. It's not about the fight, or it's not about the dog in the fight, it's about the fight in the dog.
You're exactly right. What is this team capable of as you guys head to the state tournament?
We're capable of a sectional championship and much more.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on the game. Awesome work. All 11 points in the second half. Most improved player in his 18. I mean, what a guy. What a player. Back to you guys. Nice work, man. Nice to meet you. What's it mean to have your first outright title since 2017?
Thanks for watching the WHME TV46 High School Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you by
For the first time since 2017, the Triton Trojans are the outright Hoosier North Athletic Conference champions with a 44-36 victory in the final game of the regular season for everyone in the state of Indiana. Angelo DiCarlo, Bo Hunt back with you here for our St. Joseph County Police Department post-game show. It wasn't pretty early on for Triton, but in the end, they get the victory and they get that conference championship that's eluded them outright-wise for 7 years.
Well, that's what champions do. They find a way to win, regardless of if they have a guy hurt or if they have guys in foul trouble, whatever it is. You know, they find that way. They find it deep down inside. And a lot comes from the coach as well and what he's instilled and what Jason Groves has instilled in this program for the last 19 years. But it really comes down to the players themselves, because the coaches can't go out there. The players have to do it.
One of those guys that found a way to contribute was Tanner Widhoyo, leading scorer, but did not score in the first half, then had all 11 of his points in the second half. He's our player of the game and standing by with Craig Headley.
All right, we're here with the player of the game. Tanner, you scored all 11 points here in the second half, but I know you're a team guy. What's it mean to have your first outright title since 2017?
It means a lot to me. It means a lot that we could bring it up to the community and the school, and I'm really happy I could do it with my best friends.
You know, it's also senior night, and you weren't able to do it without you guys as lone senior. Tell us what he means to this team and how important it was for you guys to get this victory for him.
He is very important to us. He's our biggest encourager on the team. You know, it was a big loss to lose him in the Plymouth game, but I'm glad that we could pull through and get the win for him tonight.
Coach Groves, he's mentioned that you are his most improved player. I think it's 18, 19 years. What kind of work do you put into the game to be able to have that type of performance?
I put a lot of work into the offseason, you know, playing down in the post. I'm undersized, but that doesn't matter. It's not about the fight, or it's not about the dog in the fight, it's about the fight in the dog.
You're exactly right. What is this team capable of as you guys head to the state tournament?
we're capable of a sectional championship and much more.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on the game. Awesome work. All 11 points in the second half. Most improved player in his 18. I mean, what a guy. What a player. Back to you guys.
All right, Craig, thank you very much. Tanner Whithoyo, our player of the game. And, again, to be one of the most improved players in Jason Grove's entire tenure here at Triton, considering all the players he had. Small community. He was a BC player, Jason said, for, 5th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. And then here he is. He's now the leading scorer on the team. Really, what a job done by Tanner Whithoyo.
Yeah, I mean, just a job that he did in the offseason. It all starts in the offseason, and that's what happens. And when you become that most improved player, this is what happens. You're the player of the game. Didn't score in the first half, got in some foul trouble, didn't play the second quarter, but then comes out and just dominates the second half and wills his team to that victory today.
And he's also part of our play of the game, brought to you by the Electrical Workers, electrifying play of the game. And he's got a teammate to thank for being a part of this play of the game, because Gage Ripple doing an outstanding job giving off the pass.
Yeah, that was just a great job of Ripple just driving down the lane, keeping his head up, understanding where everybody's at, getting the defenders to come to him, and then just a little over the shoulder behind the back, little toss over to Tanner.
That electrifying play of the game brought to you by the Electrical Workers, Local 153 for Triton now. They'll host sectionals here on their home floor. They got Culver for the second time in 1 week coming up next week. Your thoughts on what Triton's capable of doing next week?
Well, I'm definitely sure they're capable of winning the sectional, but it's sectional time. Anybody can win. We've seen that. It's one and done. You're out. You got to play your best game. You got to come ready to go. Don't matter who you're playing. Yes, they played Culver just a week ago and beat them, but it doesn't matter. Avenged losses are the hardest ones to come back in during sectional play.
Knox, meanwhile, they've lost 8 out of 9, but we saw some promising things from them here tonight. They'll have a week before they play Tippy Valley to open up in the 3A sectional.
Cut down on the turnovers, hit their free throws, and they can be in any single game. They're physical. They can get after it. They have the height. They have the athletes. Need to knock down shots, of course, but the turnover, they cannot have 9, 10 turnovers and a half.
All right, that'll do it for our coverage here tonight. We can't wait for the start of sectionals next week as well. A big thank you to our production crew for making tonight happen and all the great work. Our production manager is Dean Corsmo, the birthday boy, Josh Kellogg, celebrating number 30 this weekend, touching all the buttons. A reminder, we've got big time Big Ten basketball this weekend on 103.1 FM. Indiana at Penn State Saturday at noon. Purdue at Michigan Sunday at 2 p.m. Next Friday night, we've got Riley versus the winner of Michigan City and Plymouth in the 4A sectional at Mishawaka. Saturday night, we've got the sectional championship from Elkhart. For my broadcast partners, Craig Heatherly and the Hall of Famer Bo Hunt, this is Angel DiCarlo saying good night. From Triton, the Trojans are HNAC champions for the first time since 2017.